Kim Porter's ex-boyfriend is writing a book, and he will allegedly expose Diddy over his involvement in Kim's death. People on social media are now saying Diddy sacrificed Kim, and Jaguar Wright recently reignited a viral rumor about Diddy, claiming that Diddy gets rid of everyone who tries to expose his dark secrets.
Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog, too. And congratulations, young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did.
So, is there any truth to these claims that Diddy has something to do with Kim's death? Did he really sacrifice her to stop her from talking and then cover up his murder? Let's investigate. Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-girlfriend and mother of his 3 children, died suddenly in 2018, and her death was determined to be natural.
The model, actress, and longtime girlfriend of Sean Diddy Combs died unexpectedly at the age of 46 yesterday, and there are reports that she was suffering from pneumonia and died of cardiac arrest at home.
However, rumors about foul play have been circulating for years, and several people who were close to Kim suspected that Diddy was somehow involved. One of them is Al B. Shore, who publicly claimed that Kim was murdered, suggesting that Diddy is hiding the real truth. But before we get into all of that, let's go over some context first. Kimberly Porter was born on December 15, 1970 in Georgia. She attended Columbus High School and later moved to Atlanta to fulfill her dreams of becoming an actress and model. Kim quickly caught the attention of modeling agencies and started working as a commercial model and appeared in several music videos. As for her personal life, Kim started dating singer-songwriter Al B. Shore shortly after her career took off, and Al was the one who helped Kim move to New York to pursue her modeling career. In 1991, Kim gave birth to Al's son, Quincy, and that same year, Al wrote Jodeci hit Forever My Lady in honor of Kim and their son. Kim supported Al's music career during his peak, and Al always claimed Kim was the love of his life.
Yeah, his mom was my first love.
Right.
When I brought her here from Columbus, Georgia to New York, and we made an amazing young man.
And then in 2020, Al shocked fans during an interview with Angela Yee when he revealed that he and Kim were married once, but they never talked about it in public. But that's not the only shocking claim Al has made about Kim. Just months after he revealed he and Kim were married, Al dropped another bombshell in an Instagram post claiming that Kim was murdered. Al's post instantly reignited a long-standing conspiracy theory that Diddy sacrificed Kim. But before we go into what Al said, let's take a closer look at Kim's relationship with Diddy and all the strange circumstances surrounding her death. So Diddy met Kim when she was an A&R executive at Uptown Records, and she was working there as a receptionist. They started dating back in 1994 and continued to have an on-off relationship for 13 years. In 1998, Kim and Diddy welcomed their first child together, a son named Christian Casey, and Diddy also adopted Quincy, Kim's son, with Al B. Shore. However, Kim and Diddy broke up just a year later because Diddy had started a secret relationship with Jennifer Lopez while Kim was pregnant with Christian. Diddy and J-Lo dated for 2 years before he and Kim reconciled, and Kim later claimed that Diddy's relationship with J-Lo was just a publicity stunt and that Diddy got caught up in the hype. That relationship wasn't real, Kim said. The world just saw bright lights and the camera, but I knew what was really going on. Then 3 years later, Kim and Diddy welcomed twin daughters Delilah Starr and Jesse James in 2003. However, Diddy refused to marry Kim, claiming that he just wasn't ready. In his December 2006 interview with Essence magazine, Diddy said, "I know she deserves to get married, but I'm just not ready." He also added, "It's that I'm just learning how to be a good boyfriend. When I'm finished with this step, I'll move on to the next." But Kim and Diddy never got to that next step, and just months after Kim gave birth to Delilah and Jesse, they broke up for the final time. In July 2007, Kim moved out of the New York apartment she shared with Diddy, and it was later revealed that Kim dumped Diddy after he admitted that he had welcomed a secret love child with his longtime associate Sarah Chapman. But despite all of this drama, Kim and Diddy remained amicable and continued to co-parent their children. Kim was said to be the glue of the family, and after she died, Diddy's girlfriend Cassie said that Kim was a beautiful person and a light in everyone's life. But what exactly happened to Kim? Why does Al B. Shore think that there was foul play involved? Well, the official story is that Kim died suddenly at the age of 47 from complications of pneumonia. On the morning of November 15, 2018, Kim was found unresponsive in her home in Toluca Lake, Los Angeles. Authorities were called, but sadly it was too late and Kim was pronounced dead at the scene. On November 16th, an autopsy was performed. The LA County Medical Examiner coroner later confirmed that Kim died from lobar pneumonia, which is an inflammation of an entire lobe of the lungs. The coroner also said in a statement that the manner of death was certified as natural. It was later revealed that Kim had complained of a sore throat on November 7th, and by November 12th, she had developed a fever of 102 degrees. According to the coroner's statement, she tested negative for influenza and strep and was treated with antibiotics, vitamins, and painkillers in the final week. But the strange part is that Kim's condition improved in the days leading up to her death, and by November 14th, her temperature was back to normal. She even had a deep tissue massage and watched movies with her family the night before she was found unresponsive. And on the morning of November 15, Kim's goddaughter found her in the bed around 8:30 but assumed she was asleep. And it wasn't until 11:30 a.m. that her housemates realized she wasn't moving and called 911. The coroner's report also stated that Kim had no known history of drug use or alcoholism and no signs of trauma. Following Kim's passing, Diddy delivered an emotional eulogy at her funeral, and he continued to speak highly of her in public. However, many fans and people who are close to Kim never accepted the official account of her death. And one of those people is Al B. Sure, who publicly claimed that Kim was on the run before she died, and she also implied that Diddy knows the real truth about Kim's murder. In July 2020, Al posted a since-deleted video on his Instagram looking visibly distraught and wrote in the caption, "I just found this footage from the morning I learned of Kim Porter's murder, and it ripped the soul from my physical body." Al went on to add he had no clue Kim died suddenly of pneumonia and claimed she was in perfect health when he saw her at the Netflix premiere of their son Quincy's movie, The Holiday Calendar, just weeks before she had passed. That's some real bullshit. Really? This is where I get in trouble, Al wrote. "We just celebrated our son Quincy's new deal and Christmas special with Netflix, and she was in fantastic health, as well as laughing seeing me and Diddy's mutual exchange in the theater. I'm gonna leave it here." Producer Easy Mo B, who previously worked with Diddy, commented on Al's post, writing, "God bless your soul, Al B. The all-knowing, all-seeing, might God is at work. What's done in the dark will come to light." And then Al replied, "We good, sir, and we will get through this as well. If not, we will know who and why." However, Al later deleted this post from Instagram because his son Quincy told him it was triggering. Al shared a clip of Quincy speaking at Kim's funeral and explained in the caption that he took down the first post because Quincy reached out and told him the post reissued the pain over losing his mom. But Al also added that he stands firm in this belief that Kim's sudden death just doesn't make sense. Many fans also suspected it was Diddy who told Quincy to reach out to Al about the post because Diddy was previously accused of turning Quincy against his biological father. However, in November 2021, Al uploaded a photo of him, Kim, and Quincy, claiming that Kim told him that she was running from someone or something before she died and that he advised her to tell the FBI. She sent me this saying, "Life imitating art, art imitating life. Now it all makes sense," Al wrote. "She told me other stuff too. She was running. I said, call the FBI." And then in the comments, Al wrote, "You would never believe what she went through." However, shortly after he uploaded the photo, Al edited the last part of the caption to remove the FBI hashtag, and he eventually deleted the post altogether. But despite the fact that these posts have been removed from Al's social media, many fans are still convinced Al was telling the truth, and some of them even accused Diddy of sacrificing Kim. "Blessed to those with eyes to see and ears to hear," one fan recently tweeted. Kim Porter, Biggie Smalls, Black Rob, Craig Mack, who else was sacrificed for Diddy? But that's not all. Jaguar Wright recently added more fuel to the rumors about Diddy's involvement in Kim's death, claiming that Kim was also about to expose Diddy's secrets before she died. During her recent interview with Real Life Productions, Jaguar implied that Al B. Sure's recent health crisis wasn't an accident, pointing out that almost all people who used to work with Diddy at Uptown Records are dead.
But when you think about Kim, I was thinking to myself the other day, Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, Al B. Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
And then, when asked about Kim's death, Jaguar claimed that there was another coroner's report that found toxins in her body and that her death was initially ruled a homicide.
But there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And
Jaguar went on to say that all these people who died suddenly were writing tell-all books planning to expose Diddy's dark secrets.
You want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma.
But Jaguar didn't stop there. She also called Diddy honeycomb, reigniting the long-standing speculation about Diddy's sexuality, and encouraged Diddy's rumored girlfriend, Young Miami, to run before something happens to her.
Honeycomb.
Oh. Stamp it.
We gonna get you and your little dog, too. And congratulations, Young Miami. Run as fast as Cassie did.
Jaguar also claimed that Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie must have witnessed some dark things going on in Diddy's house, and that's why she decided to cut the girlfriend contract and leave.
200K? Who 250K? Who turning down 250K a month? What the is going on in that relationship that 250K ain't enough?
Could see some things.
That ain't worth 250K. That's gotta be some dark shit.
According to Jaguar, Diddy has a whole system in place to make sure his secret doesn't get exposed. And she also said that she feels bad for Diddy's kids because their father is the devil.
That's how he operates. He has people followed. He has people watched. He does all kinds of. He's a piece of shit.
Too much money.
I feel bad for the kids, but their father is the devil.
As for fans, judging by the comments on social media, most of them are questioning the official narrative of Kim Porter's death, and they're saying Diddy will sacrifice anyone who tries to expose him. One fan tweeted, "Will Young Miami keep Diddy's gayest secrets, or will he eventually sacrifice her like he allegedly did Kim Porter?" Another fan commented, "I'm telling you, a surviving Puffy is definitely coming out, and it's gonna be the most evil and diabolical documentary ever." But now we want to hear your opinions. Do you think Diddy really sacrificed Kim and covered up her death because she was planning to expose him? Leave your comments down below, and if this video shocked you, make sure you watch this next one.